Alright, the other day in America, Dragon Ball Z Superheroes was released. We went to go see it. I think that was my first time going to see a Dragon Ball Z movie in theaters. I think I'm pretty sure.
You said that was your what time?
The first time I seen a Dragon Ball Z movie in theaters.
Um,
Yeah, but yeah, what do you think about it? You know, for being OG Dragon Ball Z fan and shit, you know?
I think the movie was way better than I originally thought it was gonna be. Even though like all the other ones I thought were pretty good, the trailer for this one was kind of throwing me off because it was kind of looking like really kiddish to me, and then the animation was kind of throwing me off too because I'm not really used to watching anime in like in 3D, so CGI. So I was afraid that it was gonna be really terrible. But I wouldn't say it was completely bad. I think it was a pretty decent movie. I don't think it was the best, but I think it was a pretty good movie.
What's it called? Since this is the fourth in the super franchise, what's it called? Let's go through each of them. What do you think about the first one? That was the gods.
That was the Frieza one, right? Frieza's.
No, Battle of Gods, right?
Oh yeah, Battle of the Gods was the first one. Yeah, Battle of the Gods was fire. Like Battle of the Gods was fire because it brought you back. That's the time when everyone was hungry for Dragon Ball Z again, and no one was expecting it to actually come back. And Battle of the Gods was kind of like the launching point, saying like, "Yo, like we're back, and it's gonna be anime." And just seeing Goku turn God form for the first time, I was like, "Yo, this looks like it's gonna be like a crazy start for the Dragon Ball Z series." But then now it's called Super Dragon Ball Super, and I was surprised because I never thought they were gonna really touch on the idea of a Saiyan possibly like becoming a god. You know, it was kind of weird to me. I was like, I wonder how far can this go. But at the same time, when I was watching that movie, I was like, okay, like how much further can they go with this? Like, I feel like he's getting too powerful to the point where it's like no one's gonna be able to beat him. There's no possible way they can go any further. Like, and they were talking about how Beerus was like so strong that he can literally shatter the universe if he fought the wrong person. So I was like, yo, how far are they gonna go with this show? And then, but it was fire. That movie was fire.
What would you rate? Nah, I can't. Well, not really. It doesn't really matter what you rate. You just thought it was fire. Yeah, I thought it was alright. It's definitely not compared. Obviously, I have to compare that to the old movies, and it wasn't anything special to me. It was just he got a new form, but I feel like an issue I have with that I had in this movie that extends through all these movies, except I could say kind of, except for this one, not kind of, but it's just that it felt like a sparring match, so it didn't feel like nothing was really happening. So that's why I didn't care when he got the new form, because it's not like Super Saiyan 1, like, you know what I mean, where it was kind of like built from anger and rage and somebody died. It was kind of like, oh yeah, let's spar. I want to see how strong you are. And then, that's kind of how it felt when I watched that film. I can't say what's it called. I can see how from your perspective, you're watching it. Oh, like this could be like, I want to see where this goes from Dragon Ball Z. For me, it did the complete opposite. I was like, all right, I think I'm done with this franchise. Especially when it came to the shows, because it's not like I predicted where the show was gonna go, but I just felt like I knew where it was. Kind of like a roller coaster. I know where this is headed. You know what I mean? Like, even though I don't know the exact points, I just kind of know where it's headed. So for me, the movie was it was an alright movie. It wasn't like my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie. But yeah, I thought it was alright.
The reason why I think the first movie was good to me is because I feel like it wasn't just a sparring match, because we didn't really understand Beerus as a character. Like, when we first met him, we really couldn't tell if he was really willing to destroy the Earth or not. But he looked like he was serious, like he was really about to like destroy the Earth. And then they made some excuse of him being like some food connoisseur, and that's the only reason why he didn't even destroy the Earth.
So when you saw him, you thought like, oh shit, like this is a threat, like this is like something.
Yeah.
Oh,
100%. Like he's known as Beers' Destroyer, the God of Destruction.
Well, he's not known as nothing. We're introduced to him in this film. It's not like we've heard of them before. Like he's introduced as, yo, you have to worry about this nigga. Like we.
But they call him the God of Destruction in the movie.
No, but my point is like introducing somebody into the show for the first time, right? And just saying, yo, this nigga's important. That doesn't make me care. Like that doesn't make me think he's important. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe if kind of like, I'm obviously not comparing him, but it would have been cool if it was on some Thanos shit. Like they've been talking to the gods. Like, yo, you gotta watch out for the god. And then like we seen him for the first time. Like that's when then I would have been like, oh shit, like, yo, what is he doing here? It's the God of Destruction. No, They introduced him in that film and said, yo, you have to worry about him. Made Vegeta act like a bitch. That's not gonna make me like, I don't care. Just because you made him act like that doesn't mean I'm supposed to be scared of this nigga. Like I was scared of Frieza. Like niggas was talking about him like this nigga's like something serious. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's whatever.
I see what you're saying about the build up, but it's a movie.
Nah, yeah, I can't. I mean, I didn't know they were gonna make a show out of it, continue like the show. So I kind of just thought it was like a, obviously until the end, like, but I thought it was like a one-off movie, just explaining, like, just a new movie. But yeah, you know, I get it. But because I haven't watched the show, but in your opinion, have they lived up to that standard of like him being like
in the TV show?
Yeah.
The TV show, like that arc, that specific, because they redid that whole movie arc.
Yeah, and the F arc, right?
Yeah, and I felt like it was kind of the same, but I don't even know how like there were so many episodes, because it felt exactly the same as the movie, to be honest. Same thing with the Frieza arc. It was like exactly the same. I don't know. There has to be more scenes because
more obviously, but
but
they're just probably just dragging it out. You know?
Yeah, it felt exactly the same.
But yeah, what'd you think about Resurrection
F? So Resurrection F was probably my I didn't really care about Resurrection F that much with Frieza. I didn't really like it that much as much as I liked the Broly movie and the first movie.
You gotta take it step by step, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So in the mindset of you watching the second film after watching the first film, and I'm assuming the show came out during that time, right?
Yeah.
No? Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So what was your thoughts after you just?
Okay. So when I first seen the Resurrection, when I seen F, I do feel like it was a better. Like I feel like all the super movies is like better compared to the old movies, to be honest, personally. But when I first watched F, I was like, I don't really care about seeing Frieza really again. I was hoping that would be like a new enemy. And then when I saw Goku turn into Super Saiyan Blue, that kind of pissed me off rather than the first movie, because the God form kind of looked different. It looked like it was an actual different form. This one, it just looked like Super Saiyan. They just changed the color of his hair. I was like, please don't tell me that it's gonna keep on changing colors of the hair of the character every time when they transform. Like, make them, instead of a transformation, make them learn a new technique during the fight, or actually have them like change as like design wise. You know what I mean? And I didn't really like that part. I do feel like it was kind of kiddish with the jokes. I feel like they were trolling on purpose in the movie when I was watching it. Like, they were saying the reason why he wanted the Dragon Balls was because he wanted to gain a couple of inches. But I feel like the when you were watching it, it was just supposed to be a joke. But the real idea was like Frieza just wanted to basically stop the Saiyans and basically destroy the Earth.
Wait, didn't you want to gain a couple inches in Broly too? Wasn't that the plot too?
No, I swear
we were roasting that part, like the reason why.
So I don't know. Probably F was I was wrong. I think you I'm combining two movies. Yeah, he was trying to just destroy Goku because he got
the first time he trained, right? Whatever.
Yeah, he got his new form and he was like, I can probably kill him now. So that's why. and then he found out that he obtained Super Saiyan Blue, and then he lost. Yeah, damn. I was mixing two movies together. Yeah.
So the movie's forgettable. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess. It's the movies can combine. I feel like a little bit sometimes.
As you can tell, I haven't watched that movie. And I don't feel like there's any need for me to watch it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen the movie, but I could just based off of he didn't die at the end of that movie, right? Like, they didn't kill him.
No, he didn't die. I guess Goku let him go again.
Yeah, word.
I believe he let him go again. Goku's the type Vegeta always wants to kill people. Goku's the one that's always like, nah, like, yo, let him go, like, fight him again.
Yeah. So,
but they did die. The whole planet did get destroyed. But what took away the stakes of the movie is that we rewind time.
Okay.
And brought him back. So,
but
that was stupid. They should have just, like, if you're gonna, like, destroy the whole Earth, don't have Whis just come by like, oh yeah, I can just rewind time. It's like, that means like they can never die. Like, if he can keep on rewinding time if he wanted to. It never really discussed on the extent of his powers, but he legit like brought the universe back.
So that's just another thing that destroys the stakes in Dragon Ball, right?
Yeah. When he did that, I was so tired. Like, I really thought it was gonna end like, damn, Frieza won.
But anyways, what's it called? They didn't. I liked the Battle of Gods, but at the same time, it was just it introduced a new form pretty fast, and they were explaining like, the way they explained it in the movie. I don't know if they explained it in the show differently. How they were all giving him Goku's energy. They were all giving Goku energy so he could transform or whatever. So I was like, okay, so this is a form that's hard to obtain or to even control or whatever. So then I'm assuming that it's gonna build on to that. So the second I see Resurrection F and they're showing off Blue, it's kind of like they're like, all right, fuck that form, like, you know what I mean? Even though that form's kind of cool, just because it's like he's way more slim and shit. Like, it just looks weird. It just looks cool. Like, it looks different. But they're like, let's just bring it back to the OG shit. So yeah, I was just like, all right, I'm done. I was done after that. And then I seen Gold Freezer. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
I was tight when he went blue and the skinny part of the form was gone. Like, the eyes, the whole look was gone. I was like, yo, they really just went back to Super Saiyan look.
Didn't Vegeta go blue that form too, or no?
Yeah, he went blue. He went blue in that as well.
Wow, that's fire. But yeah. So, and then I also have a pet peeve of, even though they didn't do it in that film, that it's pretty much why I feel like they even brought back Frieza in the first place was to make him somewhat of a good guy. You know what I mean? I guess doesn't he? I don't know. I haven't seen the show, but then he was helping out in the tournament or whatever. Yeah, that's just another thing.
So Goku felt like they couldn't win the tournament without another powerful a partner, like ally. And he basically made a deal with Frieza that, like, yo, if you fight in this thing, we'll bring you back, basically.
Word. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like it's just I don't know if it's just me, but I just have an issue with people making villains into heroes. Even if not heroes, anti-heroes, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just, I feel like that's a cheap way, and it ruins the original reason for that character. But maybe that's just me.
I really don't think he's an anti-hero though. He's still killing and
he's not what he was.
Still destroying planets. Still.
But is he like? Do you think the old Frieza would have helped Goku?
Yeah. In that situation, yeah, I agree. Cause you gotta think about it. He knows of Beerus the Destroyer.
He didn't know of Beerus. I'm talking about the old Frieza, like Dragon Ball Z. You never brought him up ever.
Super.
I'm talking about Z.
He knew about Majin Buu and Beerus in this one.
But you see how I'm talking about Z and you're talking about Super.
In Z, okay, it doesn't matter. Like,
why doesn't that matter?
Because if your universe is about to get destroyed, the universe that you live on, and you're gonna get destroyed with it, you're gonna be inclined to work with someone that you don't like with, just to survive. That's like saying like if someone had a gun to your head, right, and your enemy, you and
I'm
your
not
enemy can help
Frieza,
together.
bro. We're not Frieza. Like Frieza is on a different level. I'm not talking about any other villain. I'm talking about that the nigga who destroyed a planet just because he had a sense that these niggas could be stronger than him. That nigga is not helping no monkey. He's not helping no monkey.
Yes,
just because they wrote it doesn't mean it's something that character.
The thing is, I think Frieza is like crazy, but I think he's self-centered, and I think he does things that only benefits him. Helping Goku is gonna benefit him, so he's gonna do it regardless. That's how I believe Frieza is. Frieza's not some stupid. If it was like the old school Broly, Broly's not irrational. Like, I'm not saying Frieza's completely rational, but he's not like a retard. You know what I mean? He's gonna.
Did he betray them in the show? Like after like they brought him back or something like.
Nah, he didn't betray him because he couldn't fuck him up after fighting Jiren. He was kind of fucked up himself. He already knew he was gonna lose that battle if he actually tried.
Yeah,
there's only one of him, and then how many Z fighters and plus Vegeta?
Sure, why not? But anyways, Broly, what do you think of Broly?
Broly, I love that movie. It was my favorite one because of Broly itself. I like the new character of Broly. I like the design of Broly. I actually like the design of Broly's father as well. Although there were like stupid parts, like what you were saying about the Dragon Balls and how he grew, like how Frieza all he wanted was just to grow a couple of inches. But at the end of the day, what he really wanted was to really destroy the Saiyans and kill Goku and Vegeta using Broly.
Does Broly take place after the tournament of power?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
So when they wished him back, they wished him back in his whole army.
No, the army still existed. Frieza's army still existed. Frieza was just dead. Yeah, they still alive. It's just that he was dead, and
so he just waited until he got recovered for him to try to attack the Saiyans or something.
Basically, yeah. So what happened was that he was like in basically like his version of hell, and his version of hell is being tortured by like good people, like having to be good and all that all the time, which was like killing him. And Goku went there and said, "Yo, we'll wish you back, but I need you to fight in this tournament because like we need a powerful foe, because they only had Vegeta and Goku really to fight in this tournament of power. Sure, they had Gohan and all of them, but like
they don't matter.
Every universe has like really, really powerful beings, and they need one more extra person at least, like someone. So, and I don't know why he thought of Frieza, but I guess the reason why he thought of Frieza is because of the F movie, because that's the first person in the universe that they fought that was almost just as powerful as them. You know what I mean? So he's like, all right, Frieza can possibly be a candidate.
What's it called? Yeah, I seen. We already talked about the Broly movie. We already discussed my issues with it. Overall, I think it's an alright movie. Kind of like how I think of all 3 of these movies. I just think they're alright. Like none of them are. I think the real reason why people enjoyed Broly is because they were disappointed with that. But that's just my opinion. Like, that's why people are so upset. Like that's why it's one of those things where if a movie is alright, and then the second one you're thinking like the second one should be alright, but it was better than alright, it's gonna be like, yo, wow, the second one was really actually fire. Like especially compared to the last one, it's kind of like I think people were really disappointed with that. And that's why the hype for the third one was really positive. I think it did a lot of numbers in the box office and shit. But yeah, to me, it kind of just was another sparring match, but that's fine. You know, I just think that's just what it is from now on. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's just what it is gonna be. But yeah, so new superhero. Yeah, what'd you think about this compared to all the other movies, like, you know what I mean? Shit.
In terms of ranking, where I rank it.
Yeah.
So for me, it would probably be Broly's at number 1 for me. Then I would probably say it's second. I would say it'll be second, and then it'll be no, it'll be third. It'll be Battle with the Gods, and then it'll be Heroes for me, and then it'll be F.
Yeah, okay. For me, it would probably be. I think for me personally, it'll probably be Battle of the Gods for number 1, just because it was like the first time seeing Dragon Ball Z again, and, I got that feeling and shit, like, you know what I mean, seeing a new form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that was super exciting. Introducing new characters and shit. Yeah, I think that's the best one so far. Second one, it would be Broly. Third, this one. And then fourth, F. And to be honest, I know you obviously wouldn't see that, but Broly and the superhero movie they're not. Broly is still better, but they're not. It's not way better. Like, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
I wouldn't say that.
It's still it's just the reason why I really fucking with this movie is just one, because the animation, I thought it would be way worse, but it was actually like one of the highlights of the film. Like some of the shots of the cameras moving around and shit. It felt like it added a new layer to just the world in general. Like we saw sides of the world that we wouldn't see in 2D. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, you know what I mean? Just how certain shit looks. I think that was pretty dope. What's it called? The aspect of how humans see aliens, like, that's something that they never really touched upon. Like, how would they portray aliens? Like, of course they see like fucking cat people walking around, but how does this look to aliens? Like, humans looking at aliens. Like, I feel like that's something they never really touched upon. And another thing is that, of course, I think it's still dope that the people think Hercules is still the hero. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
good.
Like,
in their perspective, yeah.
Like, I feel like what would it be like if they actually found out what happened and shit? Like, how would that affect the world? I feel like that'll be a cool way to go through. Androids, of course. I feel like, yeah, it would make sense that they would continue to make androids. Like, they never really fully explaining in this movie. They never really said like the Red Ribbon was done. Like, you know what I mean? It's just Dr. Gelo was done. You know?
Yeah.
So it makes sense that somebody would find out and continue on the legacy. I feel like that's makes sense. I liked Gamma 1 and 2. I think I like their designs. I think they look pretty cool.
Yo, their gadgets were fresh.
Yeah, I like their guns. I like their weapons. I think we didn't get enough of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wish they had more moves. Like, I wish they had more, like, if they don't, like, they should have more different guns. I feel like do different moves. Just different power. Yeah. I feel like they were both just pretty similar. Just both of them had different personalities. What's it called? Yeah, I think that was pretty much the end of my positives. The rest is pretty negative. Kind of like, but it's what were the negatives?
It's like me shitting on this plot is like me punching a little kid. It's like, it's not even fair. Like, I can't expect Dragon Ball Z films to have great plots. That's just something I haven't seen in a while. Like, in a while. Like, even the older movies, like, if we rewatch them now, they're probably the plots probably weren't even that good anyways. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's one of those things. It's like, I'm waiting for something to hit on all levels other than animation. And you know what I mean? I feel like that's all 4 of these films have hit in animation and fights, but like, what else? You know what I mean? I'm still waiting for like a deep plot, character development. You know, the things that actually make movies good. I'm waiting for those. And a reason why I really enjoy My Hero movies, it's just like at a base level, it feels like there's stakes, even though obviously it's a movie, it's not going to continue into the show. Unlike apparently, I feel like all these super movies are in the universe of the show, right? Am I wrong? Like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Orange Piccolo in the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I realized that too. The Dragon Ball Z movies that have recently been coming out have been correlating with the show.
So the stakes are more like, of course in this one they didn't. It seems like they didn't want to be like, yo, like the world's about to end. They kind of made it like a smaller scale movie until the end with Cell and shit. You know what I mean? But of course it did feel like it wanted to be a smaller scope movie, which I enjoyed. But overall, it's kind of like we got 2 new forms in this film. Like we got so much shit that's kind of just like, okay, this whatever's happening now isn't really important. It's more like what's gonna happen next, like seeing things, beast form, whatever the fuck that shit's called. You know, so seeing all that shit. Like another issue I had, what's it called? Them like making fun of the fact that Gohan's not where he wants to be.
Yeah.
Like, or where he should be. But I feel like that's just because you make fun of it doesn't mean it's not stupid. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like alright, let me explain it. So like you know how in a movie they'll be like, oh what, like something's gonna fall from the sky, and then something actually falls from the sky. It's like, yeah, they're making fun of this cliche happening, but that doesn't mean it wasn't dumb. Like them doing that to Gohan, and them trying to, because I think this is a new director who directed this movie. He didn't direct the other 3, which is weird in my opinion, but I guess whatever. But it's like of course they see the mistake they made, but y'all trying to fix it all these years later. It's still the core of the character is still fucked up in my opinion. Like, you know what I mean? You guys literally set this nigga up to be something great and just shat on him. Y'all can't just make fun of shitting on him. Y'all did it. Y'all shit on him. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's kind of like, I don't know. That's just how I was watching. I was just like, alright, y'all trying to make fun of something that y'all did. Like, what?
The thing is too, it kind of defeats the purpose of training, I feel like, because he wasn't training all these years, right? And he was weak, and all of a sudden, with a snap of a finger, he obtained more power than he ever had. Like, and that's what I didn't like about the movie. I was like, yo, they really like just like discrediting everyone's hard work, like Goku's hard work. Everybody, like, they just said, oh yeah, he can just sit down and study all day and read books and then come to a fight untrained and turn up. And
all he has to do is like put his daughter at harm, and then the little snap. And then he's just, it's just like, bro.
The reason why I feel like it was more acceptable during the Cell games, because he was training. You know what I mean? He was training.
He was trying to get to a level, and he didn't think he could do it until something happened.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Yeah. I know what you mean. Which is why I stand on this nigga is a terrible character. I don't care what anybody says. He's literally a plot device. His daughter, she's 3, speaking full on sentences, flying and all that shit. That's just cool. Whatever, I don't care. Piccolo, they shit on this nigga's character in this movie. I don't care what anybody says. This nigga, real life, he would never do some shit like this. Like bring Pan with him just to like egg on Gohan. Like, why would he would never do some shit like that, especially if he needed to ask the Dragon Ball to upgrade his power. That's how much of a threat they were. You know what I mean? I don't think he would ever, like, him disguising himself. I was just like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. I was like, at least they're trying something new. I feel like that was alright. That was cool. He was on some like Metal Gear Solid Snake shit. Yeah. But like, I don't know.
Another thing though, I think he was doing that to figure out what was going on, because he felt like he wasn't strong enough to take on. If you really think about it, he was struggling with Gamma 1. So him just going up to both of them like, yo, let's fight. Like, you already lost.
I think that's fair. I just feel like he stretched it. He could have cut it out like right here.
Oh
like,
yeah, he should have went straight to Gohan.
Literally.
Straight to the Z Fighters. Yeah, that's how it's.
But hey, whatever, man. You know, whatever. That's fine.
But it made him feel like the movie made it feel like he didn't have faith in any of the Z Fighters. That's why he didn't want to call them over. Yeah. And then he was waiting on Goku and Vegeta, and he couldn't get in contact with them. So I guess I gotta. The one thing I do like about, let me talk about my positive about the movie. One thing I like about the movie was that they gave Piccolo like a side character more shine. I feel like they gave Gohan somewhat of a sign, but like I didn't really agree.
The two characters were not there. They have to.
Yeah.
Who else?
I didn't agree with that with the Gohan shine. But I definitely like what they did with Piccolo. They really gave him a lot of shine and a lot of. I didn't expect them to focus on Piccolo, to be honest. I thought they were just gonna either focus on Gohan and Goten and Trunks. That's what I thought, like the Saiyans, because a common theme in Dragon Ball Z is like as soon after Dragon Ball and then basically the Cell arc, no one mattered anymore. It was all about focusing about the Saiyans. So I kind of found it shocking that they would pick Piccolo.
And I'd argue that he still doesn't matter.
Yeah, he still doesn't matter yet.
And giving him a new form is the Dragon Ball Z way of bigging up a character. Like,
yeah,
let's just give him a new form. That new form ain't hanging. He ain't hanging with Jiren and none of those niggas. So I was like, but hey, whatever. It's fine. Continue.
And then another thing that I like that wasn't really big is that I like the fact that they're not giving Gohan the traditional like moveset. Like they gave them the special beat cannon in this one rather than the Kamehameha. How every Dragon Ball Z movie almost ends is the Kamehameha. Other than I think the only one I haven't really seen that happening was the number one.
Yeah, he finished with the Dragon Punch, right?
Oh, Wrath of the Dragon. He finished with the Dragon. Yes.
I forget what that was called. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's still an issue, but we'll get that in the next one. You know,
probably will. Yeah,
because they Gohan and Piccolo they had enough. You know what I mean? They even had to show Goku and Vegeta like them fighting like. Who gives a fuck on what's going on with these niggas? Like, they're fighting for nothing. They were literally, that whole scene was just to show, like, yo, they're still in the film. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't worry about it. Yeah. I was just like, alright. Like, do you think they can make a Dragon Ball Z movie without them? Yep. Without Gohan? How about like the humans? You think they can make a movie about the humans? I think that's some of the things they need to start doing in general when it comes to Dragon Ball Z. Just imagine it, like kind of like how Dragon Ball Heroes is. I haven't seen it, but it's just kind of like stories within the Dragon Ball Z universe. It doesn't have to be about Goku and Vegeta. It could be about other Saiyans. Like even though they're always like, oh, there's no more Saiyans, but yet 2 more pop up every 5 minutes. So I need to find out. Like I want to find out about like the destruction of the planet. Like what? Like I just want to know more about the universe other than what's going on now.
Yeah.
What's it called? I have this proposition for you. Yeah. We talked about the movie. It was alright. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, go watch it. That's it. It's not for like non-fans in my opinion. But imagine if they just hear me out though. Imagine if they made the Dragon Ball Legends into a full-fledged film. So we get a full dive in about the Goku character. We get a full dive in about Vegeta growing up with his family and shit. Like we get a full dive in about the Dark Saiyan energy that Goku has. And then it ends with like a Saiyan, like it ends with the war between the Saiyans and Frieza and shit. Like you get Goku finally hitting the nigga with the Kamehameha at the end. Just something sick. Just imagine that, right? Would that be better than like anything that you think Dragon Ball could come out with right now? Like if they actually put a lot of money into that and made that into a full-fledged like hour 30 film. And I'm talking about that film. It begins and it ends. Like there's no like, it's not gonna start a series. Like so they have to finish the film. Like you know what I mean? Like a happy ending. Like you know shit like that.
it should. I think that movie should be like kind of long. I feel like it should be.
Alright, I'll give it 2 hours. But most of these movies are like an hour 30. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like a movie like that though, it should be like 2 hours.
Like a full-fledged film.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think just from what I've seen, I already thought like it could be a way better, more. It can be a great story plot. I do kind of find it weird that like they just show up at the world tournament, but that was just like they were just making something just to show like
they had to.
Yeah,
He was working on that shit for 4 years, bro.
Yeah,
like, come on, like 4 years ago, where was you at? Like, bro, like, that's OD. So I give him props for that. They did it all.
Like, although it was kind of weird, it's like, all right, let's go to this planet and then let's go see Kakara and all that. But like, of course, it was just like a short video. They were just trying to show you like a Dragon Ball Z in a different style, and it was really, really great. But I definitely see where like they can really make a great movie out of that. Just like Vegeta training on Planet Vegeta, and then maybe his objective was to obtain Goku
because maybe they were looking for other Saiyans, or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because clearly Broly wasn't really with them like that. So maybe there's other Saiyan. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe they're looking for the dark Saiyan, like the nigga who has the dark shit. Like, you know, it could be anything, bro. It could be anything. But yeah, I think that would be better than all 4 of these films. That's what I
100%. I agree.
You know,
I agree with that.
I'm not gonna watch any more Dragon Ball Z movies. I'm not gonna watch. I haven't been watching the show, so I'm gonna continue to do that. Not watch the shows until something interesting happens. Like it's something different. That's all I'm asking for. Games, I'll still play the game, but yeah, I don't care about anything that's Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball. Whatever.
Well, I've been loving the movie, so I'm gonna continue watching them, of course.
Yeah.
TV show, like, it's alright. I still watch it anyways. Just to see.
You can't say you've been loving the movies. That's cap. But
huh?
You can't say you've been loving the movies. That's cap.
I've been liking the movies.
Okay,
I've been liking.
Okay, oh yeah. Cause I'm just saying, I've been loving. Oh, that's cap. Yeah.
I've been liking the movies. Yeah.
Glamour of wearing diamonds. Diamonds bring status, elegance, and prestige. Their brilliance makes